You guys ready for a second video today? I am. That being said, hey, what is up, you guys? It is Tyler. Welcome back to the Tyler Williams channel, and welcome to another video. Guys, AEW All Out is this Saturday. I'm super amped for it. As you guys know, I've announced that I'll be streaming not once, not twice, but 3 times on August 31st. Once for Real Quest, once for NXT UK Cardiff, which I'm probably going to combine into 2 streams. So the second stream will be for Map-Based Combat's All Out Quest. And a third time at night being for All Elite Wrestling's All Out. I'm really excited for this show as it is the final major show for AEW before they move to TV on October 2nd in Washington, D.C. I'm super excited for that show. And without further ado, let's get into this preview slash predictions. So far we have 9 matches announced for this show, and I don't believe they're going to announce any more, so I'm going to take this as the final card for the show. The first match of the buy-in being Private Parties, Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn versus Angelico and Jack Evans. It's just a normal standard tag team match happening on the buy-in. It's going to be good. I can't wait. It's going to be spotty, I'm sure, with Jack Evans, and any match is really going to be spotty, but it's going to be a good spot fest. I can't wait for it. If I had to make a prediction, you know, it doesn't have anything to do with the tag team tournament, but I'm going to guess that maybe the winner of this match could be going a bit of a distance in the tag team tournament. If they're setting anybody up, I believe it's Private Party, so I'm going to say Private Party wins this match. Also on the buy-in, we have the 21-woman Casino Battle Royale, which will be featuring the likes of Teal Piper, Ivelisse, Jazz, Big Swole, Sadie Gibbs, and also confirmed to be in a match, Brandy Rhodes, Allie, Britt Baker, Nyla Rose, and Yuka Sakazaki. There are still 11 more women that could be announced for this show in the coming days. It's very interesting to see who's going to be in this. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of big independent names in the women's division. We're going to have, I believe, probably one big surprise happening on this show. Now, who will be that Joker card? I'm not too sure. I have one person in mind, but it's probably super unlikely. Now for me, my predictions, I think it's a toss-up between Britt Baker and Nyla Rose, and if I take a guess between those two, I would say Britt Baker. They've been building her up a lot, and I believe it's probably towards the AEW Women's Championship. So if I take a crack at it, I say Britt Baker wins the Casino Battle Royale. Moving out of the buy-in and on to the main show, we have another women's match. We have Riho versus Hikaru Shida. I'm actually pretty stoked for this match as well. The Joshis always fucking kill it, and they're going to kill it here. They're going to kill it again. Riho has been one of the most prominently featured Joshi wrestlers out of all of them. She's been on every show. She was first featured at Double or Nothing in that tag team match where her and Hikaru Shida won their tag team match. She was also featured at Fyter Fest in a tag team match. No, a triple threat match between her, Yuka Sakazaki, and Nyla Rose, where she rolled up Nyla Rose in order to win that match. And then she's featured in a tag team match at Fight for the Fallen with Britt Baker, which I believe she did not win. So she's 2-1 right now in AEW. So she has one of the best records going forward right now. However, I do believe that Hikaru Shida is actually signed with AEW. So if anyone is getting the win here, I think it's Hikaru Shida. We're probably going to get Hikaru Shida versus Britt Baker in Philadelphia. And I think if I had to predict who wins that match, I'm going with Britt Baker to be the first ever AEW Women's Champion. Also in this match card, we have a triple threat match between Joey Janela, Darby Allin, and Jimmy Havoc. It's going to be some weapons in this match. I can only imagine there's going to be. It's a triple threat match, no disqualifications, no countouts. All 3 men have kind of that death match. I don't know about Darby, but I damn sure know Jimmy Havoc, Joey Janela had the death match experience. So they're going to have to throw some weapons in here to make it interesting. Well, they don't have to, but I'm sure there will be some weapons in here to make it interesting. And Darby Allin's going to be jumping all over the place. So it's going to be a good clash of styles in this match. If I had to go for anybody to win this match, I'm going to say it's Joey Janela. Not really my personal pick, but I think Joey Janela wins this match. We also have the best friends, Chucky T and Beretta. Or is it Trent? One of the two, versus the Dark Order, and the winners will get a first round bye into the AEW World Tag Team Tournament. Both teams respectively earning their right to be in this match. The best friends winning a triple threat tag team match at Fyter Fest, and the Dark Order winning a triple threat tag team match at Fight for the Fallen. Now, who gets that first round bye? I'm more inclined to go with the Dark Order because it seems like they really have them set up for something big, whether it be the tag team titles, whether it be for a big storyline on TV. They're setting these guys up for something, and I think a first round bye, getting them that first heel move by kind of skipping over the quarterfinals is just a way to get them that heat. I hate using that terminology, heat, but I think it's going to be a great thing for them, a good thing for their run. I'm going to go with Dark Order win this match. Then we get into the AAA Tag Team title match, a ladder match nonetheless, between the Young Bucks and the Lucha Brothers. The Lucha Brothers come in here as the defending tag team champions. They've had a slew of tag team matches this year with the Young Bucks. Of course, most notably being at Double or Nothing, which they had a great tag team match that saw the Young Bucks win that match. And at Triple Mania, where they have a triple threat tag team match that saw the Lucha Brothers and Laredo Kid defeat the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. If I had to take a crack at who wins this match, I think Lucha Brothers retain their titles, and the Young Bucks and Lucha Brothers probably go into the tag team tournament together, not face each other, but both teams are going to make a fun tag team tournament. But I think the Lucha Brothers win this match. Then we get into the three major matches in this show. We have Shawn Spears versus Cody, with Tully Blanchard being in the corner of Shawn Spears. Now, Cody is allowed to have one person in his corner as well. Now, whether it be MJF or Brandy Rhodes or DDP or who I think it might be Arn Anderson. It's gonna be a really good match between these two men. I haven't really seen a great match from Shawn Spears before, so I think if anyone could pull it out of him, it would probably be Cody. It may not be an incredibly fast-paced match, but it's going to be a very, very story-driven matchup. And if I had to take a call for it, I think that Shawn Spears comes out the winner of this match. Maybe it's a one-off, maybe it sets him up for some more matches on TV, but I definitely think that Shawn Spears, given his run, given his manager, is probably going to be set up for a big push sometime in the future. Next, we get into what I assume will be the co-main event of the evening. We get into what would have been Kenny Omega versus Jon Moxley. We are now being given Kenny Omega versus Pac. I would say I'm more excited for this match than I was Kenny Omega versus Jon Moxley. Nothing against Jon Moxley, but I feel like he probably was going to pull out that Kenny Omega epic that we've all been waiting to see since Wrestle Kingdom from Kenny Omega. He hasn't really had that great match all this year since January, and I didn't think Jon Moxley would be able to pull it out of him. But Pac, someone who has a lot of experience in Japan, someone who has that high elevation match that everyone's looking for, I think they're going to have an absolute banger in this show. And if I had to make a prediction, I think Kenny Omega wins. Not only did Pac walk out on them, so I don't believe he should reward bad behavior, but Kenny Omega doesn't have like the best record in AEW right now, so I think he'll benefit the most from winning this match. And then if you want to set up a future title shot with him, you could say, hey, he beat Pac. So I believe Kenny Omega is going to win this match. And then we get into what I presume will be the main event of the evening. Chris Jericho takes on Hangman Adam Page for the AEW World Championship. I'm very conflicted here. Chris Jericho, my all-time favorite wrestler. You guys know this. Hangman Page, I've become a really big fan of his ever since his win in the G1 Climax 28 last year. He's one of the first guys they signed to a contract in AEW, so they definitely have a lot of stock in him. And nonetheless, he's in the first ever title match for the main championship in this company against the biggest thing they have, Chris Jericho. The question is, who do you have walk in to the AEW television show as the world champion? Do you have the most well-known name in your company, Chris Jericho, as a champion? Or do you have Hangman Page as your champion? Like I said, I'm conflicted because I like both guys. Chris Jericho being my all-time favorite, so I have a bias towards him. But if I had to say one man walks out the winner, I say it's Hangman Page. I think Hangman Page, it's a bit of a change. Chris Jericho, he's the well-known name. Everyone knows who Chris Jericho is. Not everybody knows who Hangman Page is. This is a show where they're going to be trying to aim to get the hardcore fans, but for the guys who don't know AEW, for the guys who probably may only watch WWE, I think walking to that show with a smaller guy in that sense as the world champion, it gets a lot more eyes on him. I think Hangman Page, yes, I know a lot of people saying, oh, I want to see Hangman Page chase for the title and such and such. I believe he could always drop the title to someone in Philadelphia. He could always drop the title at their next big show. He doesn't have to keep the title for a long time. But I do believe there is a lot of stock put into this guy with him being the first ever AEW World Champion. So I say Hangman Page defeats Chris Jericho and become the first ever AEW World Champion. Now, I won't at all be disappointed if Chris Jericho wins the match, but I believe him and Paige should win. And that is my predictions for AEW All Out. Comment down below what you guys think. What are your predictions for the show? Comment down below. Let me know. I love you guys always, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out, guys. One more plug before I go. Wrestle Narnia. Our Discord server is now open, so do yourself a favor. Go join the server. Go chat with a bunch of our subscribers, wrestling fans, and myself. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys.